Now you're gonna have to like purple for this palette, but let's swatch it together. Now it just so happens that I really love purple. Ooh, even the mattes are gonna swatch nicely. And remember, I don't have any primer on, just my skincare. Ooh. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm excited for this shade. Let's put it here. Oh, that's a good matte. Now let's go over here. Oh, that's really pretty too. Ooh, that's bright. And I'm gonna show you with back camera. It's just easier to do the initial swatching with front camera. Y'all, that's a matte swatching like that. Let's do this one. Delightful. Oh, oh wait, let me make sure my finger's nice and clean for this one. I'm excited. So this one we're gonna swirl together. I don't even want to touch it. Let me put this one here. Oh, that's so cool. So it kind of stays separate. Now let's do this one. So pretty. That one's more of a silvery pink flip. Where were we? Okay, and then this one. The mattes. Okay, the mattes were really impressive to me in the other palette, the new one. Here it is, the I Need a Warm palette. The mattes in here really, really impressed me. So I feel like these are going to be the same quality, which excites me. Now this matte, we're running out of cheek here. They're so good. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to create with this palette. This color's really pretty. It's like a pinky plum. That's nice. That's delightful. This whole palette's delightful. Another matte. I'm gonna put it here. Now this one. Ooh, that's pigmented. Last but not least, this will be a really nice transition shade. Oh, that's a pretty color. Here's the swatches with back camera. Look at the sparkle. These are beautiful. No, you better focus. Oh, there you go. I'm so excited to create with this. Now, what kind of look do you want to see with it? Maybe a halo eye, cut crease? Give me some inspo. Let me know in the comments. If you want a purple eyeshadow tutorial, you just found the right video. I'm going to lay down a liquid shadow pretty close to my skin tone. Let's grab an E28 and start with this shade. Start by pressing it over this one. Oh, this color. I knew I was going to love this color. I'm going to push it up into the brow a little bit. And let's go ahead and bring that same color over this way. Grabbing this shade on the tip of the brush. We're going to push this one a little into the socket but have it creep out. This is our second transition shade. Start to bring it over here. Do you see how there's two different shades here? I haven't added anything here. This is what that shade looks like. What's happening here is that my skin prep is more wet, so it's going to darken it. Isn't that interesting? So the base that we used is actually a very dry liquid eyeshadow. It dries down. So what you're seeing is that eyeshadow activating with my skincare. I'm excited for this purple, but I did switch to a smaller brush so we have more control. Start to really pack this into the socket. Notice how I'm packing. I want to make sure I'm getting the most pigment out of this purple. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it out this way too. We'll do a little bit of a cut crease. Remember that second transition shade? I'm just gonna tap a little bit only through the center. I'm gonna leave this part a little bit more graphic and this side a little bit more graphic. But we are about to carve out some lid space, and I'm just using really light tapping motions just to kind of transition it. Micellar water on a C30, look at what a difference that makes. I feel like a cut crease can be really scary because we're not able to see that end result when the lid space is really messy. Once we start to clean this up, it's kind of like that oh moment. Just a little bit of that micellar water, and we're gonna take that out this way. So the reason I love a clear base like this one, this was one of my favorites, what happens is that a shimmer loves a super wet base. So it really enhances them. And I also feel that these shimmers that we're about to use are very, very pigmented. So you're not gonna be able to see my skin through it. So if you've ever wondered why I even use different colored bases, it's to kind of shift the more translucent shimmers. But especially this one is definitely, and we're about to use that one, you're not gonna be able to see through that one. But yes, if you have shimmers and you really want to enhance them, I'm looking around for my brush here. It ran away. This one, let me smooth this out. But if you really want to enhance them, try a clear base like this, and you can just see how wet it is. It's delightful with shimmers. We're gonna swirl this shade together with our C30. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun. All right, we should have enough on our brush. And I'm gonna apply this. Let's start over this way. We'll put something lighter towards the front. Ooh, it's such a pretty silvery purple. And then our C30 has more precision than a fingertip, obviously, but it's flat enough to act like a fingertip. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm gonna pick up some more of the same shade, and I'm just gonna layer it a little bit more. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade all the way over this way. It's just too good. I love it so much. Oh yeah, this is gonna be cotton candy goodness. Let's put this one towards the front. Wow, and then we'll melt it over here. Don't be afraid to tilt your head back. You'll be able to carve easier. So pretty. Then we're gonna grab a black gel liner on an E26. And don't worry about this being perfect. We're going to correct it in just a second and cover it with the dark purple. But a black base is really gonna make it stand out and enhance it. Anytime you have a jewel tone, think ruby, sapphire, emerald, amethyst, do a black base. And before that gel sets, do one eye at a time. So it doesn't, we're just gonna pack this on top. And you'll see that it's going to blur the edge, so that's why I didn't worry too much about it looking perfect. So if you still haven't really mastered a wing and you wanna play around with it, this is a really fun technique. And then just extend, and remember, think of that cleaned up. Now let's give this a tidy. More micellar water on the C30. I think we definitely need a lash. These are my Lily lashes. The self-adhesive. This is the Style Go-Getter. So I'm trying out a secret foundation, and I know this looks a little warm, but listen, color theory. So what's on the opposite of purple? The opposite side of the wheel, yellow. So my eyeshadow is going to make my foundation and concealer pool very yellow today. It's not very nice, but we're going to combat that by adding a little bit of red to my foundation. Just a hair. So I'm going to take a little bit, the blush I'm using for this is also a secret. So I just take a little bit of a red blush, and that's way too much, by the way. But we're here to learn. Let's really even that out. You're about to see, okay, see? Even that out, and then we're gonna pick it up with my foundation brush. I'm talking a 𝗕𝗿𝘂𝘁𝗶𝗋. Okay, I'm gonna start here, and I'm just gonna start to add this in. And the foundation is in a really wet state, so I don't really have to worry too much about it drying down. I'm gonna pick up some more. There we go, we're coming back. If you've ever done an eyeshadow look and hated your complexion that day, this is probably what happened. Do concealer. I'm actually just gonna do it underneath my eyes. I feel like the foundation, the secret foundation I have on, is giving enough coverage. And I'm breaking things, there we go. Let's grab our C32 concealer brush, melt that in. See, this concealer even looks a little yellow, and this is never yellow. So it's just something to always keep in mind. The way we would combat this is pink powder. So I'm gonna grab a pink powder today. And then melt that edge. We're gonna grab ultra pink powder today. We need some heavy duty pink to kind of bring this out of the banana vibes. But this is something that kind of held me back for a really long time, is not understanding why I would hate my foundation when I would do looks like this. But just a few little minor tricks here to kind of bring it back to where we need it to be. I'm picking up more of the powder on my puff. And I feel that most of us probably have a red blush, and if not, well, the one I just used is coming. I'm also gonna go ahead and put this all over, just to kind of make sure it's really nice and adjusted. Let's go ahead and grab our bronzer on a C40. Start to build this up. I don't want to get too intense. I feel like it will take away from how vibrant the purple is, but I did want a little bit of shape. Let's get this, there we go, that looks perfect. Let's finish underneath here. So we need that clear base. This is gonna make sure that we don't have any kind of fallout. And I'm trying to decide what color I wanna use underneath there. I think I wanna use this color again. Oh, sorry. I'm getting excited, I'm not focusing on that. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of wiggle it into the wet base, and then it's gonna turn it more into a liquid shadow, and then we won't have fallout. Because my under eye is set, and I'm not dealing with that. Oh, that's pretty. Now we're gonna do this shade on our inner corner. Grab it on an E27. Has a little bit of a blue flip. Exactly what I wanted. This blush is gonna be perfect since it has a little bit of a lavender feel to it. And I like to just apply these with a puff since they are a loose powder. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty with the eye. I mean, that's just a beautiful formula. So I think this is gonna be a really good combo. This is, I think, my favorite Maybelline lip liner. This is the shade On It. I love this formula, but this particular color is the one that I reach for the most. Queen Cosmetics gloss in the shade Bad Witch. I didn't even want to do lipstick. I thought it'd be kind of fun to see my lip color peek through. This is so good. So pretty. Now here's our finished look. I had a blast with this palette. I think the mattes perform beautifully. The shimmers are absolutely shimmering. I love it. I will do another look with this palette for sure. I'll do a couple, but I'll do one that just kind of enhances brown eyes, hazel eyes, something not so feral, but you'll know that I had to get my hands on this and go to Makeup Tech. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.